we go. Hangout Air is now live. What it do? Snack is a snack. Is boy Gage, homie Jokes in the house. Got the homie Cool in the house. Say what's up,
What's going
people.
on?
What's going on?
Yeah.
Yo,
How you feeling?
pretty
Doing pretty
good.
good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Awesome. Well rested. Took a nap. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, he got
Mm-hmm.
himself a nap. I can tell.
Yep. All
Smile
right.
on
So
his face.
here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to discuss Avengers 4, which is coming out next year. We are
Hmm.
anticipating a teaser trailer drop soon,
Mm-hmm.
like within before the end of the year for sure. And so, what is getting ready to happen? Coop has 10 predictions for things that are going to happen in Avengers 4. At this point, has no name. That's the other thing we're
Right.
waiting to happen is
Yep.
for us to get a name. And we're gonna break this into two parts. We're gonna do the first five. So Coop will state prediction, Jokes, and I will weigh in. We will discuss, and then we will decide ultimately whether we think it is or is not going to happen in the film.
Right.
Good with
Right.
that, fellas?
That sounds like a plan.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, along at home, they keep track of how well we do. We will revisit this. Without any further ado, I'm turning it over to you, bro.
All right. All right. So let me start off by saying these are just predictions that I have. Some things that I've been hearing as well that I agree with. This not necessarily goes in order or there's no plot to it. One thing may not match the other. It's just, 10 random ideas of that I think could happen into Avengers 4.
Already
You
making
should.
it for your week prediction.
I know he had the way he
Let's
said that. Like,
go.
gosh, stand
That was a
behind him,
speech.
Coop. Stand
That was
behind
my
him.
political speech. That was.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right. So number one, I'm thinking about the time frame. I think the time frame of the next movie will take place a little further in the future. Um, I guess. I guess that to have the people. I don't know. I guess to just have a little more feeling into the story that it's been a little while. Maybe like a jump ahead of time, like a futuristic beginning in the movie. Like, hey, 23 years ahead of time, and then show how results are happening in that frame.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I need some clarity on my prediction, sir. Put your foot in it and make a prediction. You are saying what?
I'm saying that I think that the movie will take place in a future aspect. In some shape or form in the film, there will be something to do with the future. There's been a lot of talk
Let's
about the
try,
past.
let's try clean it up a little bit. So let's say you think it's going to be a time jump. So you think they're going to be from the end of the last movie, maybe, I know you said like 23 years or something like that. But
Well, I'm not. I mean, I'm not saying that exact year, but I think there's going to be a lot of like futuristic stuff, just as much as they're going to talk about time travel going in the past too. I think we're going to see a lot of future things as well, just as much as we'll see them probably time traveling in the past as well.
mm, I'm gonna
This is a weak prediction, sir.
That's a weak
Let,
prediction.
that's
Okay.
a weak prediction because it's not like specific in any way. It's just like I think that there's gonna be time travel and therefore we will see some future. What do you, I don't know what you're saying, sir. Like, are you like it sounded like you're saying at first, like the movie is going to start off way in the future. Are you saying there's going to be a time jump between the last film, the next film, and when the next film starts? Like a lot of time will have passed, or are you simply saying that at some point in the film we visit a future that is further ahead than like the actual time the film takes place in?
Yeah, we'll see something further ahead. Is what I'm saying.
How
I'm
far
sorry.
ahead? 3 years, you said.
Well, I'm not landing on that number, but I
So
just
that's the number you said.
That
I'm going.
was
You said, and I'm calling shenanigans. Right now, I am saying it's not happening. Not
Okay.
at all. Not even a little.
All right.
Like I would give you a maximum of 10 years. That's the most I would see jumping forward into the future
Okay.
in this film. That's the most.
yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna say like I don't think we're necessarily gonna see like that future jump. What I think potential we may see is like say this movie when it starts is like a year from the events of Infinity War, just enough time to kind of see what's taking place, like the effect of the snap. So this world that's been turned cut in half.
Right.
I think we're gonna kind of see exactly what that type of world is like. Maybe less heroes. Who knows? Maybe not as many villains disappeared with the snap. So maybe the heroes are having a trip trying to save the world right now. But
Mm.
I just think we're gonna kind of really get to see for a small period of time the glimpse of what the snap actually did to the world. I don't think we're going to jump all the way like 10, 15, 20 years into the future. I think they talk about, hey, in 10 years time, I don't think there's going to be any more superheroes left just because you know what? We are all outnumbered by villains. Maybe something like that gets said, but
I think at most, right, we might somehow get a glimpse into like one of the futures that
Strange saw.
Doctor Strange saw. You know what I'm saying? Wait, but I don't even know if we could do that without specifically seeing him. And
Mhm.
as of right, we don't even know that we'll see him. I would imagine we would certainly see him then, but I mean, I certainly think that they spend more time going to the past and coming back to the present.
Present.
They will
Mhm.
going forward into the future. Um, if anything, that's where I'm at. I don't think we go. We make a super jump to the future.
Okay.
I don't see it.
All
So
right.
that's a resounding no. So
All right.
prediction number one.
Yeah, prediction number one gone, I guess.
Hey,
Number number two, the Hawk had, problems coming out after getting beat up by Thanos. I think in the next film, so I think something's going to happen to Black Widow in order for the Hawk to just be like, "Oh, hold on a second, that's my girl," and like, I'm not about to allow that to happen.
What do you think it might be? Like, what do you would have to happen to her?
I don't know, to see Thanos like slap her or something. I don't.
damn. I mean,
He already got beat up by her, and then, like,
I, uh, I mean, that's pretty solid. Like straight up, here's what's gonna happen kind of prediction. I mean, I think there's a chance that it can happen. Anything, however, I think that it is absolutely guaranteed that we will see Hulk show up to do
oh yeah,
work in this film. I don't, however, think it's gonna be related specifically to Black Widow.
mhm.
I I I, I don't think it'll be related. Weird because I feel like he doesn't. I feel like the Hulk doesn't feel the same way a Black Widow is Banner or
Mhm.
did. You know what I'm saying? Like she could get him to be calm and so forth. Like feel like they took some of that away, like that relationship away from her and him when like in Ragnarok, Thor was almost able to do it. You know,
Mhm.
and just be like, hey, big sounds like
Sun's
that
getting
made it
real
seem
low.
like it's actually a thing that any of them are possibly able to do to him. It's almost like they hypnotized him and set these parameters around him, almost like the way that when a soldier was programmed, if he heard these certain words,
Mhm.
kind of went in and would do what you say. It's almost like, hey, big guy, something real low. Like Captain America said it. He just as likely to calm down as it, Widow said it though. The sexier he does it.
mm.
Um, so I absolutely think we are going to see Hulk because everybody's mad about him from the last film.
Oh yeah. Like you deceived us with these trailers. Like he
No doubt.
was supposed to be running with the crew.
In the woods, yeah.
No doubt. Um, So I definitely think we will see him. I don't think it will be specifically related to something happening to her.
Okay.
Are you thinking he's gonna get killed like something like that? Like
Life death
Nah,
situation.
I don't see Black Widow getting killed because I still see them doing a movie with her. You know, like
I mean,
somewhere
they are
along the lines of her getting.
supposed to be coming.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I
Right.
mean, I guess maybe unless you're doing like a prequel type thing, I don't know, but I don't think you kill her in the. I don't know. I just don't see that
I
happening.
mean,
I mean, here
remember,
I tell you
times
in the
It could
evolve.
happen. It could
in the
happen.
comic
Times gonna be
book,
involved. So you can kill anybody. It don't really make a
Yeah.
I
difference.
mean one thing, but in the comic book right now they established just recently that she's there's been tons of them that like
Yeah.
doesn't remember that she's a clone.
Hmm.
Every time one dies, another one shows up, and it has all her old memories except for up getting killed. Possible,
Yeah. Yeah.
totally possible. What do you think?
So I'm gonna go with definitely Hulk showing up. Now, I'm gonna go along the lines of similar what you're saying, Coop, but I don't think it's just specifically Black Widow. I think it's gonna be more of a whole team aspect. I just think
Hmm.
everybody's gonna start getting wrecked. And you know what? Hulk just gotta make that decision. Like, look,
It's got to show
you
up.
you you are one that can actually tip the balance of this, and we need the Hulk. Um, I don't think it's just gonna be one person. I don't think it's just gonna be Black Widow. I'm just thinking it's going to be a team thing. Now, depending on what the time, like how we see, if maybe if the movie set a year in the future, let's just say it's a year after the snap, Banner may have already resolved the whole issue between him and the Hulk. He may have gone on like some yoga expedition or something to
Hmm.
calm the mind or whatnot ever. I don't know, but it's for sure the Hulk is going to show. Like they can't do that twice. You cannot do that twice in a row and the Hulk just not show up. I don't think he's gonna be the we need the Hulk at the last minute to come and save the day. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think
Hmm.
he is gonna be in the fray with everybody this time. He's gonna be going toe to toe with whoever the villains are, because this point is supposed to be the big bad. That's not Thanos. So I think he's gonna step up to the plate. Maybe Thanos is the one that's gonna get wrecked and is like, oh, Hulk needs to jump in here. Maybe I can beat this other dude up. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 100% like I am trying to refrain from speaking what my personal predictions are. Like as far as this, try to stick to what you are and like half bottom. But I will say this: I think that the Hulk showing up in this film is going to be super important to showcase how powerful Captain Marvel is in the film. That she's one of the only people that can actually bang this dude. Meaning she can bang with whoever, whatever he might have that he didn't have left in the end. I think that like showcasing how powerful he is and using that to kind of like parameters around how strong she is gonna be important in so I definitely think he showed. I don't think it's gonna be specifically about Black Widow, but I definitely he's gonna show up for sure. Give you half a point.
Okay. All right. Okay. So number three, I think we definitely see more old villains, like we saw Red Hood, not Red Hood, Red Skull. Sorry.
wrong universe.
Franchise.
Either through like the Reality Stone to mess with people's heads, or even through the Soul Stone, because you can bring people back from the dead from the Soul Stone, if I'm correct.
Are you correct? Your prediction.
Yeah.
Think we will see more old villains?
Yeah.
Like
More
villains
of the
like
more of the
like
more of the personal villains that the people had in the franchise. Like Star Lord might see his father again, or is I can definitely see like villains coming back, to deal with that situation again, just to do the whole. This is the whole moment that we've been waiting for. Just bring everything as together in this big final movie.
Nah,
No,
nah,
hard no, sir.
nah. I
That is
think
absolute
I'm
no.
the build
I,
up,
I'm
Yeah, the build-up was supposed to be Infinity War. So because we're trying to go to that next phase now, granted, they made mention of something, kind of like how, Star-Lord talked about, oh, I had to kill my father or something like this, but I don't think we'll necessarily see them show up.
Well, I'm not saying like in a physical form, like
Yeah, you
they'll
mean like
stick
a
around or anything.
Mind
Yeah,
Stone
yeah, a Mind Stone type situation. Just to mess with people's heads or something like that. That I had to deal with this once and I got to deal with it again type thing. Not necessarily for them to stay
I don't
or
understand. You mean you think like first of all, Star Lord's gone, but are you saying like okay, so he's trapped in the Infinity Stone, in the Soul Stone. He's trapped in the Soul Stone. So his father might also be trapped in the Soul Stone, and so like might just happen to see each other in the Soul Stone.
Well, no, not necessarily like that. I'm just saying wherever Star Lord's fate lies in the movie, I think in some shape or form that's gonna come about, or even with Black Panther and Killmonger, just villains that to get into their heads that that they had to deal with a situation once, and they might have to deal with it again just to bring them back to the past or something. And with all the time travel talk, it could possibly happen too.
Killmonger's dead though.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people are dead. If we're talking time travel, then you're gonna.
So for that matter, those Gamora technically.
Yeah.
I mean, back from that, not way not you know what I mean. On some Soul Stone, obviously we saw the child version of her alive in the Soul Stone anyway. We don't know if that was an appearance in Thanos' head or something like that. I mean, no, I don't see it. I don't see that at all. Like, I mean, I think that there's a possibility that Red Skull plays a significant role in film in some form, because of being tied to the Soul Stone, and because now he's technically free from like the Soul Stone, what called him to where he was on Vormir, and like, as the protector, or you know what I mean, the person who was there when everybody else or anybody else can try to get the Soul Stone. Now that it's been obtained by Thanos, there's no reason for him to be there anymore. Now, how he gets off of Vormir, but he's like he's not necessarily tied to it anymore, and so what he's always been after is the power that those stones had. So now that he knows there is somebody that have them, they already gathered them. There's a possibility that somebody like him is after the stones, or is also after Thanos now, and as a third party in there that could be a thing. But the matter is, I think that if anything, any additional threat we really see in the film will be focused or will be a spoiler for like Skrulls being involved and like that. Like I don't think we'll see. I don't, like could we see Michael B. Jordan's character of Killmonger inside the stone? Yes, I don't think in any significant way though we'd see any old villains. I think if any other villain shows up besides Red Skull, it's Loki, and that's it. I don't think anybody else shows up because nobody else villains are significant for real. Killmonger's not a threat. He's a dude. He don't have any powers. He's just a dude.
I'm not saying for him to come back and to do something. I'm just saying, as far as the mess, is it possibly mess?
Cameo.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton gonna show up as Vulture in Spider-Man Nightmare in the film.
Well, Michael Keaton's not dead, but
but he might be. You don't know if he survived this.
Well, that's true.
And he's also a villain. So I mean, he's one of the only villains that he's alive. I mean, quote unquote. Anybody could have. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to remember that technically, right? The snap, like, Skull could have been dusted. No.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And technically with like Killmonger, I have to imagine that anybody who was already dead when the snap happened, other than Gamora, doesn't end up inside the Soul Stone. That's what happened because she was like in by herself. I think that if anything, the only reason why that happened is because of where she died and that she was the sacrifice to release the stone. That's the only reason why I think anybody else who now again talking about time travel, like could see Loki in the Battle of New York, which we've seen before already. We know the man's there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, could it happen? Absolutely, but I don't think see anybody of any significance like that. I mean, they're saying right now the final editing cut is 3 hours, but I don't think there's gonna be enough going on. As much as I trust the brother, I think it'll be too much if you try to just add in a bunch of people. But I mean, it could be cameos or something like that. Like I wouldn't be surprised if you see like I don't know a remnant of them, something they used, or one of their weapons or a piece of armor or something like that. But I don't think so. Frost Giants.
Okay. All right. Well, this next one was my favorite topic. Hopefully, you guys like this one.
Oh boy.
I think that I remember if you guys remember in Civil War when Tony Stark had that whole machine that was happening, Barf, the when it was like
that like showed his like
it was binary augmented retro framing. Yeah, that's what it was. I think that's going to play a role in the next film as well. Maybe to possibly trick Thanos into something, or maybe if we're thinking about some parts being time travel, maybe they won't be time travel. Maybe they'll take place in that barf atmosphere or whatever. However, you can do that, or maybe somehow mix it with the reality stone and make it a little more powerful than it already is. I just think that was such a big technology thing for you not to use again, you know, in some way, shape, or form in the film.
It's Tony Stark though. 9 times out of 10, he put that up there for display and showed off, and then that thing probably got thrown into the wind afterwards. Being him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's really a bad. I could see him using. I could see Tony because of his personality and the fear that he's had of this whole thing happening. Ever since the first touch that he got from Wanda, I could absolutely see him using something like that to revisit that fight over and over and over again to figure out how he could have done something different, or try to figure out like why Doctor Strange gave up the time stone. You know what I mean? Like I could actually see him reusing that technology in some way, form, even an improved version of it or something like that. Now, I don't necessarily see it being reality stone because I don't know how he would get his hands on it. Like I could certainly see the possibility that like what we think we're seeing in the pictures that are travel the Battle of New York is him visiting. You know, it could just be reminiscing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying Ant-Man is him like, walking into this simulation and not actually being there. I totally think that could happen. Do I really think that Ant-Man went back in time? Yeah, because I don't know how else he gets out of the zone. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how else he does it, but I have no idea how he figures out how to travel to the specific point he might actually need to be in. But I could see that. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. But I think if it happened, it would be kind of dope. And I could see Tony Stark. I'm gonna give a pass on this one because I see Tony Stark like obsessively going back, especially if Pepper didn't survive the snap.
True.
Yeah.
Having witnessed him, what's her name? Gamora were the only ones who survived. They were. Everybody else was gone. So he figures out how he's getting home, which they may not even tell us. You know what I mean? Like, not even explore it. I could see that. I'm gonna give you that one.
Cool.
I'm gonna give you that. I'm actually going to grant you this one wish. Just because, I mean, again, do I think that as a movie thing they could throw that by the ways? I almost like that was just a thing for Marvel's move, like their special effects team, to say, look what we can do. You know what I'm saying? We can make Robert Downey Jr. young again. They have reused that technology. They you know what I'm saying, in Ant-Man. Make Michael Douglas young and to make Lawrence Fishburne into Larry Fishburne. They did use his son, to double for him during that. I don't know if y'all know that, but that's how that happened.
Cool.
So they kind of reused the tech without using the name. They also did like grant those scholarships to all people
All them,
in that school that he was, you know. I can see it happen. I think the chances are super duper, super duper, super slow. But I like it, so yeah.
All right. Thank you. I'm proud of that.
It's not bad. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's gonna be wrong.
All right. So my final one is about Hawkeye. I think that we see Hawkeye become Ronin due to his family probably being dusted, like right in front of him. You know?
I mean, that's a prediction. We already know he's gonna.
That one.
Well, I'm saying I'm talking. Well, it's the reasoning as well too. You know, just.
So your prediction is just he's going to become Ronin because his family got dusted. That's it.
Yeah. Look, if you don't like that one, I can give you another one. It's
I don't like that one. I think that's soft.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I don't like it at all. I think again. I just think that's too well of a known thing that he's gonna be wrong. Did his family get dusted? I don't know. I don't think it's significant. I don't think his family is significant at all. I mean, I think it was, but it's not now. I think it will be in this particular instance. I think he's just. I think my man secretly been being agent whole time and doing it, running because it's supposed to be like on House Arrest or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he just been using it to out doing something. But nah, I don't like that. Mm-mm. Could his family be? Yeah, I just don't think that's the reason why he's Ronin. I think he was already Ronin before the
dusting.
Before the snapping. That's where I'm at. You feel the same way, Joe?
I do.
Yeah, bad one too. No.
Do you guys want another one? Because I don't want to end on a bad note.
I mean, shoot. Let's do a bonus joint.
Bonus
round. All right. Hopefully this is good. I'm confident.
I was going to say, this better not be weak, bro.
Next prediction is the movie will be called Avengers 4.
Yeah, just Avengers 4. All right. So we've been seeing a lot throughout the universe, a lot of Hulk, merging with Bruce Banner, and, with their kind of seeing the Hulk in a different way too, and then like Thor Ragnarok, him kind of talking, and we never really seen the Hulk interact with any, in that way. And now we kind of got like the little merger that was happening of just looking of half Bruce Banner and half Hulk, like they could talk to each other almost. And I think we kind of get like maybe a Professor Hulk in the next film, like a full blown smart Hulk with the voice of Mark Ruffalo.
It's already Mark Ruffalo's voice,
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, but as
make
you
me
know, when
curse.
he's
Man, I thought
You
Coop was
make
gonna
me
try
curse.
for a home run. I thought he was gonna go for a home run.
Man,
I just,
no. Hell no, that's not happening.
no
It's not
Professor Hulk.
happening.
Okay.
No, no, sir. Nobody wants to see that. Yo, if straight up, as angry as people were that the Hulk did, like you remember that 90% of the people who are mad about the Hulk in the movie in the last film are not mad because he was in the trailer. Just mad because he didn't show up. Even thinking about, like, I had people that I said something to about that, like, yo, he was in the trailer. Like, what are you talking about? I'm talking about how he was in the trailers, like running with people. And they're like, oh yeah, he just mad because he got BI. They just leave that one to the throat from Thanos, that Bama deep inside of Banner, running, scared that the World War Hulk, the Planet Hulk he got in Ragnarok doesn't exist.
Nope.
Deep buried inside
It
of him.
just doesn't exist.
Nope.
Doesn't exist.
He gonna keep it bottled up inside of him.
Sam was basically shot. Snap that part of his personality where he's like, yo, I'm the raw, unstoppable, mean green machine that everybody knows the problem. Gone.
Or maybe it's more controllable.
If the version of Hulk that shows up in this film is not a raw, strong, powerful version of the Hulk, he can talk like he could be he was in Ragnarok, but he was like Professor, like Banner's off. I'm glad Banner Jai like showed up in this film to me. Like, I don't have any power, but I'm willing to jump in this Hulk joint.
Yep. And
Do what
try
I
for
can
it.
do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I got a lot of love for that, and I don't think he got enough respect for his willingness to do that, knowing he can convince the Hulk. Even somewhere in the back of his head, he's thinking, I'm gonna get in trouble, and Hulk just come out and take care of this.
Come out and say, yep.
Nah, like, if the version of the Hulk that shows up in this film is anything less than a savage, there will be
problem.
yeah.
My man's gonna
Popcorn
have to, he's gonna have to just give Hulk control,
getting ripped out.
like just straight up.
Like
Hulk come out, like, dude, do what you do. I'm gonna float in the back of your mind. Don't even worry that I'm here. Go mess some crap up. Straight
if
up.
anything I'm expecting is for Banner to have spent whatever time has it, like when he's like, we got to talk about this. If you remember in the first film, he had the Hulk under control, but the way he had the Hulk under control was that what?
He was always angry.
Always angry.
So what that means to me is that Banner is going to have to be angry. Like in these last couple of films, like he was Hulk for so long that when he came back from being a Hulk Ragnarok, he was scared of everything. Like he was looking around like, where am I? What do I do? What do you mean we're on the planet? You're freaking me out, da da da, whatever. And it was like he was soft. And if they don't find a way to get Banner back into that mind frame of being like, nah, I'm just all angry. I can call him out when I want to. If anything, if the Hulk does show up because of something that happens to Black Widow, it's gonna be because it makes Banner that angry. Something happens and Banner is that angry. But what Banner's really been doing is acting scared more than anything else, instead of being angry. And I have to find that. If Hulk shows up and he's Luke, that's gonna be a problem.
Maybe that'll happen. Maybe somebody talks to Hulk to Bruce Banner. He's like, hey, maybe you need to find your anger again, and he just
I mean, he already tried to slap himself so many times, but that didn't work.
Yeah, but he can't even shoot himself and get killed. Like, they know you can't kill him. You know what I mean? Like, how do you make Banner angry? How do you make him always angry? And what did he do to find that? We don't know. We don't know how he got that way by the time Avengers happened. That first film happened. Nonetheless, we know he was getting out of control. That's how he ended up in Ragnarok. You know what I'm saying, on that or whatever. So if the Hulk shows up as a professor, I'm gonna ask for my money back. I want my money back. Not from this film, from the last joint. I want money back for like the last 3 films, not just the tickets, getting them in the theater. I want money back for the joint bought.
What? My digital copies, my Blu-ray.
Yeah. Yep. Want it all back. Want it all back. All right, that's 5. That's technically it's a bonus.
Yeah, got a bonus.
It's a bonus. So you have a bonus next time, just in case you got another one.
Yeah, I got many predictions. So
okay,
I bet you did. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, snackers and skets, we're gonna wind this part down. You got a little bit of time. We're not gonna shoot the next one for a month, so that gives you plenty of time to chime in and tell us what you think. How do you feel about these predictions, and what are your predictions? Matter of fact, what are you predicting? Whose predictions will be the next round? That's right. Part 2 still coming.
All right.
Do us a favor, make sure you like, share, and you subscribe. Greatly appreciate. Also, don't forget the ding-a-ling bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video. And all means, over to our Patreon and support us there. We really appreciate you did that as well. Thank you so much. Gentlemen, say goodbye.
Adios.
Right. Oh, yeah. Right. Spanish emergency. Adios. Got it. Ready to go play some Red Dead? I'm on Red Dead. So, time to get about it. With that out, is gone. Toodles and loot.